morning, I'm Becky and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be slightly different because in 4 weeks time I'm going to be heading to Morocco to take on the Atlas Mountain Race, which is an 800-mile ultra endurance race across the Atlas Mountains. And the next 4 weeks now is just going to be building up my training even more so. This is definitely proving hard in UK winter due to the conditions, the cold, the long nights. So today I'm heading out on a long ride. I've plotted a really hardcore mountain bike loop in North Wales and I did this via canoe. And it's going to be challenging. There is a lot of hiker bike, there is a lot of steep sections, and I thought this is a great opportunity to get some decent training in. So yeah, fingers crossed for some nice weather, as if anyone knows Wales, it can be very unpredictable, hence rain, snow, cold conditions. But anyway, I will see you out there on the road.
So back in August last year, I took part in the Silk Road mountain race, which is located in Kyrgyzstan. This was a 1,300-mile bikepacking race with 30,000 metres of elevation. And since then, I've had this yearning, I guess, to go back and do another ultra and test myself, face these challenges, explore a new country, and ultimately live. So now is just the countdown before I head to my next ultra in Morocco, and even though it's a huge undertaking, I'm really looking forward to this simple life, not thinking about anything, not having to achieve loads of things per day, and just simply being. So now back to current day, where I'm in North Wales, and I'm going to be showing you the training and preparation for the next few weeks. In doing so and pushing myself to get out most days, it's really taught me the joy of winter and the beauty within it.
Good morning. I am now out on the bike. I'm just down some country lanes at the minute. You can see the little bits of ice that's on the side of the road. It is so cold, my hands are freezing this morning. I think I'll be putting the gloves on very soon. It is a beautiful morning. The sun's out, there's a cloud inversion. It's so gorgeous. There's a full moon that's just setting. So I'm taking my first stop. I am an hour and a half in. I'm feeling decent, to be fair, at the minute. It's been a beautiful morning, it's been so lovely, but I feel like I am running out of energy now, so I'm gonna stop, have a quick break, get something to eat, refuel, and carry on. This is gonna be a long day. It's 100 miles, it's off-road, it's in North Wales, so there's a lot of incline, and it's very cold at points. There's a lot of sections which are like this, and it's just loads of puddles and muddy, so it's going to be hard going. So it is 4 weeks to go until I go to Morocco, where I'll be doing the Atlas Mountain Race, which is an 800-mile ultra race, a bikepacking race. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but there's a lot more riding to be done. I have been quite laxy-daisy, I feel like, so for the next 4 weeks I'm going to try and get big rides in and just try and get my endurance up as much as I can before the race. Obviously, I'm not aiming to be competitive in any way, but it would just be nice to finish and be able to storytell and film a nice film on it, as well as enjoy it and not just be suffering. So while I'm having my break now, I want to take the time to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Waifu, which is fueling today's ride, but also sponsoring this video, which is very kind. You may have seen these bottles in your local supermarket if you're in the UK. So this is a Waifu string, and it's basically a quick replacement of food. It's got 500 calories in, 34 grams of protein, and 26 vitamins and minerals, all contained in this bottle. So if you've got a busy lifestyle, or you're doing something like this, or you're on a big event like doing a marathon, an ultra, that sort of thing, then this is sort of replacing the calories that you'd get from food, but it's in a quick drink that's in liquid form. So for me personally, I really struggle to eat in the mornings. I've had a small bowl of cereal and that's it. So to be able to drink one of these whilst I'm on the move and I don't have time to cook, obviously, on this bike ride, then this is a really great way of getting 500 calories into my body. So this is the cold brew coffee flavour, and I've not tried this flavour before, and it's really good. It's honestly so good. It tastes like an iced coffee, and it's made with natural caffeine, so you're getting caffeine as well as calories, which is great. When I'm doing something like this, it's really going to fuel me today. I've also got the chocolate flavour of one of these in my Apidura pouch. As well as that, they do a banana and a cherry flavour of all these drinks. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how I get on with this today. But if you are interested in the Y food products such as these drinks, the energy bars or the powders, then I currently have a 10% discount code, which you can see here.
Once I had my break, which was a quick stop before getting too cold, I started getting into the real beauty this part of Wales has to offer, with its gorgeous rolling hills, various rock formations, and even views looking out onto the Snowdonian mountains. So this was actually meant to be a river crossing, and I saw it on the map before coming, but it's seriously in space, so I think I'll be sticking to the footbridge. This route proved to be savage. I had plenty of sections of hiker bike, flooding, trees down due to the recent carnage weather. This all proved to be very challenging and slowed me down, but it offered so much diversity and fun.
Another climb up to this hill, and then I think it's a bit of descending, and then the idea is to do this route and do another lap of it. It's a 45-mile loop, so I'm thinking of doing that twice. The plan when I did Silk Road, that was going to be my last race. I was never going to do a race again. It was do one ultra, give it a go, see what it's like, get it under my belt, say I've done one, and just experience Kyrgyzstan. Now, here I am, about to do another one. I think it's just the experience has drawn me, meeting so many like-minded people. The journey across these landscapes, and Nelson has plotted out some incredible routes, and you wouldn't find these routes without his research. And also, it does give it a different dynamic, and it gives you an appreciation of time, like how precious time is and how you can fill your time or how you can waste your time. And that's what it's really taught me from these races, how you can just faff around and waste hours of your time or scrolling through social media, or you can just get loads done. And as well as that, I really like the exercise that I'm getting and the pushing my limits and seeing what I'm capable of. I can't believe that I finished that race. I just didn't think I'd make it, and yeah, it was a shock. So I'm sort of going back in to see what I'm capable of and going on another adventure, going through more challenges. It's going to be testing. It's a quicker race, really, because it's 800 miles in 1 week. I think the terrain can be covered a bit quicker because there's not so much hiker bike and the elevation isn't as high. So there's swings and roundabouts, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be epic.
I guess that's a huge appeal for doing these ultra races. The appreciation of time when you're faced with deadlines. To really be in the moment, as you'll never get that moment back, as you're constantly passing through landscapes for the first time, seeing the most breathtaking sunrises and meeting the most wonderful and generous people in these countries who go on living their lives half the world away. It's almost like you cherish a moment more because you can't stay in it forever. You can't pull over and prolong your visit. You've just got to keep going. As well, you get to meet the true you, the one who's stripped of convenience and addiction, not hiding behind comfort, sleep and a full belly. It's just the raw version of yourself, faced with hurdles in a foreign country with riders who come from all around the world. And that makes me feel alive.
Right, as much as I didn't want to admit this, because when I get something into my head, I really want to achieve it, and I just really wanted to complete it. And I think I sort of underestimated how challenging this route would be to do 100 miles, this circuit that I was going to do twice. I can't believe it's 3:45 and I'm just about to finish this circuit of 45 miles. It has been one carnage day, and I think that's why it's rated an expert route on Komoot, because it's just loads of single track, loads of slow going. A lot of the trail is just so slippery, washed out, and the amount of trees down, yeah. I hate the failure of this, but it's been a learning curve, and it's still been an epic day of training and views. It's been absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that. It is so gorgeous, and I think North Wales is definitely underrated, especially how tough it is. And I'm not gonna lie, this has probably been one of the hardest days of riding that I've done. I'm gonna push on, but yeah, this could be an all-night jobby if I go to 100 miles. So look, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Even though I didn't achieve the mileage I intended on, I still felt so lucky to be out in the Welsh hills. And being able to witness the most beautiful sunset on my bike. And it made me realise these are the moments that I live for. Being outdoors, witnessing a sunset, moving my body, and just feeling content and present in the moment. It felt complete, and if anything, that's what I wanted to achieve from this ride.
This is incredible.
Very quickly, that beautiful golden light faded, and it was time to put my lights on and head back and end the ride, as well as this video. So I really hoped you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all my Patreons for supporting me and my journey. Remember to get outside in whatever way that is, and find the beauty in winter.